Okay, I'm back with Wongtime. This is Reno Peak, and we're just gonna pick up where we left off. So yeah, you mentioned that another person who influenced you a lot and made a
Okay,
big change
so
was
Debbie,
Debbie.
Debbie, yeah, so
Shout outs to
Deb,
Debbie.
yeah. So from the previous podcast, I was saying that she influenced. Although we met mutually on fighting games,
You met at Annie Revo, right?
yeah,
Okay.
met mutually on fighting games, but there was a
So you met her in the tournament?
Yes, I actually did meet her.
And did you fight her in the tournament?
Yes, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. The difference with what happened on that side compared to what happened on the Kairos side. So the Kairos side, I guess to summarize a little bit what happened there is just he introduced me to the scene, he taught me the game.
Right, he like all in the same day.
Over time.
Oh, okay, so you kind of kept in contact after the Annie Revo?
Yes, yes.
Over Disco.
Yeah, Discord. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, but going to the dev side, so the dev side was different because it was more of a networking opportunity for me.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll explain that maybe a question that you've actually asked me a while back. But
in person or
in
over?
person?
Okay.
In person, actually.
I hope it's not talking too much smack, but okay.
No. It's
Sure.
So what happened is that Deb invited me to one of the discords, and that Discord doesn't really matter. What happened is that she built the Fighting Game Positivity Discord from.
Let's plug that right now if you are open to joining that, or if you're not already a part of it.
Yeah, so
cool place.
She built that Discord out of the previous Discord I was with her, and that's where she built that Discord. Starting from there. So that's the origin story for that Discord.
The Snake Pit.
But
code name Snake
I wouldn't. The other thing that happened, and this is the other thing that happened that really struck home, is that she added me to another Discord that we don't use. At least I don't use very much anymore. But it was a Vancouver kind of area Discord.
A local.
Yeah. And in that Discord, that's where I found a bunch of people who play BlazBlue.
Oh.
But on PC. But they play BlazBlue. But they were like newer. They were new in the game.
They were like beginners.
Yeah. So
I mean, you were like time frame wise.
Sorry.
Time frame wise, you like.
You're a beginner. They're playing longer than me, but like skill level, I think.
No, but like the time frame that you started between like how you play now, it's like I could never get that good in that short amount of time. Like by time standard, I would say you're a beginner, but you don't play like one, or you play like a top player right now. So.
But anyways,
yeah, so they were they're starting out.
And in the Discord, you may know, that is where I met Ken.
Ah, Dazai.
Dazai Ken. Famous Naoto.
Famous. Well, he will be. He's getting there.
He's gonna be famous.
Yeah.
But
take home the gold.
But yeah.
Unless you face Spacey title, then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, okay. So Ken.
Yeah. So that is where I met a bunch of other BlazBlue players.
Locals too. Yeah.
Locals, generally locals.
You see that an online community formed off Discord. Oh, crazy, right?
Yeah. So
subcultures.
That is where that's where I kind of got my beginner training from. Like I was like playing at Kairos at that level was a bit.
Oh yeah,
was a bit terrible. But like that's where I got some of my training. That's where I learned the game.
From Ken.
Or
from those
guys. Yeah, from those guys. And it was there when I felt comfortable to ask a bunch of these guys to come to VSB with me, I would be able to.
The snake pit began to.
So
form.
I would be able to, I wouldn't feel so
outcasted
by skill level kind of thing.
Okay, so that's another thing we can talk about. So going to Vancouver Street Battle. So you went there for Melee.
I went there for Smash 4.
Smash 4 back in the day. And you never saw the anime players, did you?
No, I think they would run on different days, period. I think Smash ran on the same day, so I never actually
so you never really, back in the Burnaby location.
No.
So that's the thing, when you approach Vancouver Street Battle, I mean, of course, that's where a lot of the city's top players go to, right? Would you say that?
Yes.
Would you say so? Yeah, I mean, like, I would say it's a gathering of, like, some of the best players in the city. And, from a lot of outside perspectives, that can seem intimidating, right?
Yeah,
like
so
you're walking into the
I definitely want to bring this home, is that although I was scared to go there by myself at my skill level, I was completely wrong. And I want everyone to listen to know that even if at a local scene, it's very wrong to think that
It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be intimidated.
Yes, exactly.
Because
I was completely wrong.
It is a
I completely
misconception
regret
that like you think they're gonna like the linesman is just gonna eat you alive. No, I mean
No.
everyone there,
They're-
they're all like
they're
cool guys.
pretty
They're all
nice,
nice
yeah.
people, and
They
you
want to
know,
help.
yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. That's one thing about like the community I find is that you'll find like some of the strongest players, but they're always willing to give you a hand, give you most of them anyways.
Yeah, most.
Give you pointers and like help each other get better. You know, you grow as a community, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, how was that taking the plunge? Like
So
going to-
I mean, I know you asked me this actually a while back, but you asked about the influx of new players when.
yeah,
That is actually what happened.
Oh, so that was
So
just, it
now
was
you know.
It was Deb and
It was.
Kairos.
I would say it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Accumulation of things.
I think it was a accumulation of like Deb and Deb coming out with and then I'm coming out and then it's not. I mean, but like and then we convinced some other people to kind of come out, and I felt like that was where that huge influx came from.
Yeah, because so like a little bit of background. Like I just came back from traveling from like several months like abroad, and I came back to like the scene, and I was like surprised. Like wait, well, Blaze Blue does like a lot of players. Where all these people come from? And so.
I feel like it was that. I mean, I can't obviously say for sure, but
can't take all credit.
I can't take all credit for that, but I do feel like that had a.
It was a really strong resurgence because before that, it was just like a couple of us playing. Like each bracket, like each week would be like 8 people or something, and it would be like that for like a while. Of course, there were some players we lost every now and then, some really good players, But yeah, I mean, you brought in a couple people.
I hope.
Yeah, I mean, you have there's Ken, there's like.
I feel like the numbers kind of dwindled, unfortunately, but.
Well, I mean, things come to pass and times change, and a certain game came along and brought a lot of people.
Yeah.
It united a lot of people.
Yeah.
Didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What game was that?
Oh baby, Dragon Ball.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Fighters.
What a great game.
So.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean,
we'll get into that.
Yeah, we can plug it, unplug it, smack all over it. It is what it is. It's it's only been like.
I have to respect it though. I have to 100% respect.
Hey, Arx, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
But so it's been about a month or so, a little bit over, almost about a month and a half or so since it came out, a month and a bit.
Yeah, about I have a month and a bit. I'll go with a month and a bit.
Yeah, but like even then, like the second monthly we had, it still had like almost 50 players in the bracket.
That's great.
For Dragon Ball, right?
For a Vancouver scene, that's ridiculous.
I think so. I agree.
I think that was a ridiculous number.
I mean, like I didn't even enter, and like
Yeah, we didn't even have to see.
The Glacier Man didn't even enter, right? So that was crazy, right? I think it's a taste of what's to come. It united a lot of player bases, like Street Fighter.
Definitely.
What's left of the Marvel crowd. Yeah, we have a podcast on that.
Unfortunate, but
we got anime guys, some Smash players. It's crazy, right? It did a lot for community.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about what you do here now at UBC.
So I'm pretty introverted. So
after all that, about character development, about from
all the
Dev
character
and
development, I'm gonna get out, do stuff,
regress.
and then it's like, I'm still pretty introverted. So I would have liked to do more here at UBC, and I think there's a lot of opportunity
for the community, not just like your
definitely.
academics. But I mean, I guess that can also be a thing.
Yeah. And I mean, I stay like in my dorm a lot studying.
like you should.
Like I should, but I should have better time management. But I mean, a lot of my time is adding to that. But I guess the big thing I've been trying to do is relaunch the 2D fighters at UBC.
Relaunch? Was there one before?
So there was actually one before. When Marvel, talking to the execs, obviously I didn't know about this, but talking to the execs that ran UBC, that there used to be one, but
so let's go back a bit. So it's associated with the UBC Esports club or team?
Yes. So it's like an extension of it.
The thing that you're running.
Yes.
Okay. And then apparently there was one.
So there was an 2D fighter before that had Street Fighter and Marvel.
Marvel 3?
The Marvel 3.
Okay, not 2.
Yeah. Marvel 3, and
long time ago.
Apparently I don't know the exact details what happened, but apparently they closed down because there wasn't enough people.
A lack of interest.
The lack of interest, lack of people, and so recently, I mean, I was pretty bummed
Yeah, I mean,
I won't lie to you. I was pretty bummed.
I mean, at my
to-
campus, we also had a club too, and it was the Golden Age.
Yeah.
Again, there's another podcast all about that. But yeah, I would be pretty bummed too, just coming to university, like, hey.
I was super excited. No, I especially just got into fighting games, and then
awkward timing.
it's awkward timing because they don't exist. So I actually met a few people too. I actually joined Anime Club because from when I found out it didn't exist, I had a goal to make it exist.
Good.
From the very beginning.
You took an initiative.
So an
introverted guy like yourself took initiative to relaunch
you know,
this.
weird, right? But so my
dreams can come true.
My strategy was if there's anyone, because I played BlazBlue, right?
Right.
If there's anyone to get into anime fighters that won't be off-putted by the fact that it's anime fighters, it would be the Anime Club.
Hard.
It would be the UBC Anime Club.
Okay.
So I joined the UBC Anime Club, and they had a Discord. And to my surprise, which I was hoping that this would happen, they had a tab for fighting games.
Ah, what a pleasant surprise.
Yes, they had a tab for fighting games. So I kind of it was a little I guess it was a little snaky, I guess, but I lay and waited until I lay in that Discord and waited until we could get a meetup, until they had
a gathering.
A UBC gathering for video games, right?
Okay. And
it was then when they had a one night for video games, and I wanted to, that was the first time that I started talking in this chat, right? I played BlazBlue, and then I found
like that's where that you were.
Yeah, so that's why I met Chris.
Oh, okay.
And that's why I met Tim.
Oh.
So
Tim went to high school with you.
No, I haven't known. I've only known him for like a few months.
Wow, weird.
But it was, and at that point, I was thinking, okay, so I want to really try to like get this going, because I'm trying to think like, how am I going to do this? I don't know how competitive these guys are. I don't know how, I don't know, because it won't work unless they want to invest in the game, right?
Yeah,
you can't just have a bunch of.
You can't just have 3 guys.
Yeah, it's just.
And call yourself a club.
Yeah, exactly. So I need to figure this out. So I've never conversed with these people before, but what luckily helped me set that off was I went to the Vancouver Battle Royale.
Oh, the tournament in the casino?
Yes.
So you went there.
I was there. So one of the guys, which is Tim, that I now know as Tim, because I actually didn't know him before this happened, but one of the guys that helped set it up was Tim, and it's because he saw me on the projector.
Oh, okay.
And he saw my name. So then he tagged me one day and he said,
"Hey, Wongtime.
It's a Wongtime. I saw you playing BlazBlue," and I was kind of like, "Oh crap!" And then because what I found out then was that he was there. That's how he knew.
He was at Battle Royale.
So I knew that if he was there, he probably played the game somewhat competitively at least. Like,
I mean, if he was paying attention to it.
Yeah, he was obviously there, right?
Yeah.
So he was like perfect for me to be like, no, like this guy's perfect. Like I need this guy on my side, 100%. To help me start this up.
Yeah, to get you off the
because
ground.
I'm pretty sure he'll understand, especially too, because he was if you were at that monthly Vancouver Battle Royale, yeah, you obviously like care enough to play the game
to go in at that entry fee.
Yeah. So that day where they had that video game night, I brought Ken along to try to.
Wait. So this is a video game night, and so
at UBC, yes.
Yeah, at UBC because the Battle Royale was where Tim scouted you, or vice versa. Okay,
yes.
So you had
I communicated with Tim to bring Guilty Gear, BlazBlue, whatever, right?
And then you also brought Ken.
I brought Ken because I wanted it to be more attractive when there's more people playing.
Kind of like promote your little scene here.
Yes. So
the snake had an agenda.
Yeah. So when we went there, I met Chris there, and he played BlazBlue. And then I'm trying to remember what happened in between this time. So this is when I met all of them, and this is when I could have this conversation with them about what I wanted to do.
About forming a
but luckily. Again, like Tim has been really Tim has really worked this out for me. But
really?
Because Tim was also a UBC executive for the UBC Esports Club.
Was he now?
Yes.
Or is he still? I don't know.
He is still, I believe. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Tim.
it was through him that I was able to run setups at all at UBC.
Like you got a monitor or two.
Yeah, and then we just kind of, we played casuals and stuff like that. I would bring, Ken came over sometimes, TK came over sometimes. We just kind of played there, right? And, some of Tim's friends got interested.
Really?
Into, trying out Blaze Blue and stuff like that, right?
Oh, so the plan kind of worked.
Yeah, it was working how I wanted it.
Was an opportunist.
But, yeah, so then, it was then that, I talked to Chris more, and, he played Blaze Blue.
Right.
And then we realized we could make like a local out of this. So
like
we
a
started,
weekly.
yeah. So we started running on Tuesdays. I mostly was there to bring my setup. Chris brought his setup too. We only had 2 setups. We had to, snag the Smash Board monitors kind of thing. And then we just played Blaze Blue. We played some Blaze Blue. None of them were really like competitive because they were
Fired.
They were melee players, or I guess you could say whatever. But no, it was
we're
good.
Bringing them in though.
It was good.
Right?
No, it was amazing, and I know like
that was good.
Yeah, it was great. And we got the attention of one guy there named Jason, which you'll see.
I guess
tonight. And he was also an exec.
Oh, of the
esports Smash side.
Okay.
With Tim.
Right.
So getting him really helped because he was actually a higher level than Tim in the
hierarchy.
Yeah. And we decided that we could make it a local thing. We could try actually making it a local thing.
Like the weekly anime?
Yes, the weekly. So instead of making it kind of like a meetup for our friends, we decided, we could try making it a local thing.
Making it open.
Yeah, making it open or more, actually advertising it. And when basically we talked about it a lot, and Dragon Ball was the game that we needed to come out to do this. Or, it would be like the hype.
The stars kind of aligned there.
Yes. So when Dragon Ball came out, we made a group. We made a group, and we run actual locals now.
Really?
We started running actual locals now.
On Tuesdays?
Yes.
And where is this?
This is at the UBC. This is at UBC. We have a Facebook page. I don't know if you can link.
I'll put it in the description later.
Yeah.
But you can plug it in right now.
I don't know the link. It's called UBC Fighting Game. It's just called UBC Fighting.
Okay, so you can Facebook that?
Yeah, you can Facebook it. It's a closed group, so I have to let you guys in.
Oh, okay. Well, come to a UBC and then hang
out. So we made an actual group, and then we started running it, and people showed up. We had a good people showed up, and it was really weird to see like other people new faces, right? And
yeah, that's always fun.
I felt bad because there was people there just standing there because we only had 2 setups, 2 monitors, right? And then the week after we apparently UBC got donated a bunch of monitors for like the Smash Cup. So now we have like a fill-in. So now we are able to compensate for having more setups.
Right.
More setups. And this is okay, so I'm getting pretty ahead of myself because this was last week that we had
just last week.
This is last week that we had 4 setups, a laptop setup for Poverty Multi-Bled.
Oh, Multi-Bled community.
We had 4 setups. We actually had most number of people. I don't exactly know how much it was, but I think we're getting like double digits now, so that was really huge. That was really
it's a start.
Yeah, that was a really huge one. And yeah, we hadn't actually enough setups to compensate people.
To accommodate all the people that were coming in, yeah.
So this is really new. So if anyone actually is wanting to there's an anime convention happening 2 weeks something. I don't remember the date. Hold up. It is the 17th, I believe. 17th. Yeah, I believe it's the 17th. The 17th of March, we are having. We are going to be advertising at the anime convention down at the Miyaneki Center.
What's the convention called?
Hannah something. I'm sorry. I should have been more prepared for that. But especially if I'm plugging it. But it's at the Miyaneki Center there. And
it'll be on UBC campus?
No, it's gonna be in Burnaby.
It's in Burnaby.
Yes, and we're gonna be advertising the club there.
So you're advertising the club. It's not like you're not running a venue, or what do you?
So we're gonna be advertising the club there. So this is the second time that we've actually done this. it's going to be the second time that we're gonna try to bring people in, and especially now that we have an actual local. Because
in the UBC area.
yeah, so what we do is that, I mean, before, I don't exactly know the convention name, again, sorry about that, but we ran anime stuff with BlazBlue, and we were giving away some free stuff,
Cool.
You can sign up for UBC esports there. It was pretty professional in that sense.
Very
we had a
nice.
lot of people there, and that was huge.
Good. And now with with Dragon Ball,
Dragon
being
Ball
the
now,
tool that was needed
monster.
to being the beast that
it is really really helped shape what my vision was for having this for 6 months.
And again, I
this.
think it's also important to kind of bring in that this is not just for like players who are like top.
Of course,
it's open to people who just want to like learn, hang out, play. I don't know what's your vision.
Definitely no. I just want the community to I think this game has really just fighting in general has really changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's really made me have motivation to do a bunch of stuff now.
There's a lot of transferable elements.
And I just want people to have that experience to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's something, right?
Yeah. I'm not a professional, but I mean we have people there that can teach the game and stuff like that. It's not just you can go there to learn, you can go there to play, you can go there to meet people. There's a lot of things you can try to do there.
Yeah, totally.
Out of everyone that's ever gone, I think everyone there has been awesome. I do not think a single person that's ever gone to these meetups that I've ever met there has been not good to talk to at all. I think they've all been great. And
so it's a fun, cool place to just hang,
and
chill, play some fighting games if you want.
It's also nice to see my vision kind of into fruition.
Come to fruition.
That's kind of self-centered there, but I mean.
No, but I mean, if it's it may be something that you want to do for yourself, but it sounds like there's also an element there of just wanting to get people aware and into the community, right?
Yeah.
So I think for part of the reason of why I made this podcast is just to give people an idea of what people are like in the community, like guys like you or guys like other people I've interviewed on this podcast, just to connect with each other. You don't have to be the most extroverted person. You can just get an idea or a sense of what people are like, right? And just come out. Don't be shy. Everyone's nice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I mean, you've been running this weekly for what?
I want to say about a month.
Oh, a month.
It's been a month.
Really?
It's
just like the new year.
Yeah, it's been really, really fresh. Really, really fresh.
Oh, really? I thought it'd be at least.
I'm still worried about how solidified this has become, but I mean, every weekly that we've run has proven me wrong.
Good. I guess.
I mean, I would really, really like it not to fall off at all, but I mean, it's really early in this process.
Right.
It's only been a month, so it's really early in
come
this process.
finals time, I imagine it'd be
We actually generally shut down for those kind of times.
Yeah, and that's within reason because I mean you have students coming, right?
Yes, so I mean at times I know a lot of some of our players aren't actually students here, but
Which
I
is
mean
fine.
as
come on, it's open to everybody, right?
Yeah, as students ourselves running the
running the actual
thing, it just there's some weeks where we just kind of say if no one's there to run it, then we kind of say no. That happened once because of
exams,
reading break.
Oh, okay.
But because no one was here.
Yeah, and that stands to reason. I mean, I imagine doing this even just once a week, it's time consuming.
It is very time consuming. But I mean, I enjoy doing it, so I mean, I'm willing to work around it.
Oh, that's good. I mean, if you're passionate towards it, and again, it's also it's like it's your thing, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, you someone's got to live for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what time or how long does it usually run for?
So we usually run from 6:30 about till whatever they kick us out, which is usually being 11, unless for some circumstance, or we shut down early and people go home. That's just like, you know.
There's no strict time, but usually
It's
start
not-
around 6:30.
So we start around 6:30ish.
Uh-huh.
Just generally when most of us kind of get there, and then after that we kind of go until whenever people want to go home until 11 because that's when they kick us out of the room anyways.
Yeah, true. Yeah, okay, that makes total sense. And
Yeah.
what games would you be playing, or what
So
games already have you been
we
playing at
have-
this weekly?
So we do have a multitude of games.
Uh-huh.
The main ones the games we have played recently have been Dragon Ball, Blaze Blue, and Tekken, and I guess Melty Blood if you count. There's a Melty Blood set up if anyone's interested, but there is Melty Blood. But those are the 3 games that we have played.
Uh-huh.
We do have access to more games. It's just that we don't have a crowd for it, and we'll be happy to run those games on the consoles. I mean, like it's pretty versatile. You just pick it up and game anyways. But if we just try to make sure that we give more conversation to the larger. If there's like people wanting to play in more than one game, and
you gotta kind of accommodate.
Yeah, we gotta kind of accommodate for the fact that if there's a larger population, for example, wanting to play Dragon Ball, and there's like one person who wants to play like Tekken, then it's kind of
that compromises a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean.
So we switch games throughout the night too. Like depending,
Okay.
let's say like no one's using the setup and you
right.
want to play Dragon Ball, sure thing, we'll switch it.
Hey.
And that's just what we try to do. Or we try to think of the fact that because we do get setups from, thank God for the people who do great setups. If they ever listen to this, thank you very much.
We'll send you the link to this podcast, all of you.
And then so if they have certain games on it, then sometimes we just have to prioritize whatever's on there, and then we'll move a different console to something else. And we just try our best to accommodate everyone we can. But
it's a group effort, right?
So far we haven't had issues with it. It's just
you've only been running it for like a month.
Yeah, we remember.
That's like
exactly
what, 3
right.
gatherings, 4 gatherings.
Yeah, so we haven't had too many issues with it. It's just if there's a lack of setups, then it becomes a problem.
But
we haven't hit that number yet. I don't think we will. I think.
Well, hopefully you do one day.
Yeah, I want it to, but at the same time, I hope we're ready for it.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, you're doing work here. Has it taken a toll on your studies at all?
No. I feel like when I have no restrictions of when I can do stuff, I become more productive.
Restrictions? What do you mean?
So
living on your own?
Yeah, living on my own. So being able to do whatever I wanted, whenever the hell I wanted, has made me more productive, I think.
You think
because I work better on my own conviction.
So it's like you're kind of adhering to your own time.
Yes.
To Wongtime. Like
That's the name.
You can create your own structure and your own schedule.
Yes.
And to work with.
Yes.
So you like to go at your own pace.
Yes.
And this kind of helps you.
This has helped me a lot because then I don't have the need to procrastinate. Because why procrastinate when I can get it all done and then just do something else?
Yeah.
I'm not on a time period. It's like
obviously you have to go to class.
Yeah,
you don't have a schedule, but
I don't feel myself on a time period. Right? It's like I have the entire day. Like obviously, give and take classes before that.
Yeah.
But I have the entire day to if I want to play games, or if I want to do work or something. So generally, there's no reason to procrastinate when I could just, instead of, procrastinating, doing whatever, instead of just focusing on my work for a couple hours, half the day or whatever, and then at night, whatever, if I have time, then I'll be I can just focus on practicing my fighting games.
Yeah, and let's, we can talk a little about that. So, you go into the late hours, don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
We're talking about... there's a certain new derogatory term that came across my vocabulary. Starts with a D.
Degenerates.
Yeah, is that is that just a local term, or is that a thing that's all over the internet?
So it's a pretty normal term, I find.
Well, the word itself is
on the internet. Generally, it's for the people I've talked to, it's not really an insult.
Well, yeah, because you come to terms with the term.
Yeah, but it's just kind of explains the fact that a lot of fighting game people don't sleep at good times. It's just,
so have the degenerate hours.
It's just a stereotype that we don't sleep, but
well,
we do. It's just that we don't get up at 9 a.m.
Well, considering your commute to your class is a good 5-minute walk.
Yeah, basically. I can just walk to my classes. I can get up super late and still make it on time.
And you find that you can still function okay working with those hours, like sleeping.
Well, I mean,
at 3,
like,
waking up.
although it might be better to sleep with like regular time, quote unquote, but I mean, I'm still getting a good required amount of sleep.
Okay.
I think in general. So even if the time is allocated differently, I think it's fine as long as I'm like splitting up the hours.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you don't want to be like deep sleeping like every 2 hours kind of thing. Like that, it doesn't.
Some people do that.
I know. But I've seen research that doesn't work. Like I've done my research on this to make sure like I don't do stupid stuff. But like yeah, but then like I mean I think as long as I allocate that time somewhere else, then like
something productive.
Then it's fine.
Okay, so I mean, like you said, like you work on your own clock, and that's been helpful for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess that's really what it is, like time allocation. And we were talking a little bit about this, off podcast, off air, but like the allocation of time. Like let's go a little bit talk about some fighting game philosophies, I guess, right? So you talked about how when you play fighting games, right? Like 2D fighters, I guess, right? Especially the ArcSys ones, like the Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, Dragon Ball, whatever, right? They're not easy games.
No, very, very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, like, especially my experience with Guilty Gear, both of them, like, just plus our exit. Just to even move properly the way you want to, it's not easy.
No.
It takes time.
No.
Like there's like what I like most about Arceus is the momentum. You know when you move,
you
dash and you stop and you brake. It's just, and when you air dash, it's insane, right? And to really get a grasp and a mastery of that movement, it's already like super difficult, even though it's just moving on a 2D plane.
No, I agree. I
right?
agree.
So you said that like what you like seeing is that you like seeing your efforts. You know,
so
being rewarded for your efforts.
So
for the time that you.
I know this obviously isn't for everyone, but I like having a skill gap that is obtainable through working hard. I like having. I like being able to see my progress.
Your gains.
I like being able to see my progress and
reflected in your gameplay.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, it makes me think that it's worth my time to put my to allocate time to
towards something that you enjoy.
Yeah.
And it may be like a grueling grindy process.
Oh yeah,
it's
definitely.
not the most fun at times.
Nope. But I mean, like, I've really enjoyed it recently because of the rush that it gets when I do compete at a high level.
It's different when you're playing casuals and when you're actually in a bracket in the tournament.
Yeah, when there's money on the line, or you want to beat someone.
Yeah,
there's a huge different feel, and it's just that nervous feeling is what keeps me alive.
It's adrenaline, literally.
Yeah, it's really good. I really liked it, and that's why I'm willing to put the time into it. And I just didn't feel that playing Smash, and that's most of the reason why I quit it, right?
Okay, that's okay. So, yeah, we can talk about so your time in the Smash community. You spent 2 years.
2 years.
Was it with the local community, not just your friends?
It was with the local, except I would say that I didn't converse with them as much as I did with the FGC, the anime FGC here.
Let's talk a little about that. Okay, so you didn't really, I guess, connect to them as well or as much.
No, I mean, obviously I don't want to generalize Smash players, but I didn't get the sense of community as much as I did with the anime fighting game community. A lot of the time I felt that in the anime, maybe it was because of the lore, who knew?
You're an introverted little squirt.
I found that people were willing to reach out to me to help me out. It wasn't just me being asking them. They were willing to teach me things without me completely always asking them to teach me things.
Oh, okay, kind of critiquing your game in a way.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But in a positive, not a demeaning way.
Yeah. They
really
critiqued me, but I felt with the Smash community, in my own experience, that it felt like it was very isolated unless you really tried really hard to just try to be a part of it. Like as
Okay.
in it wasn't like
It wasn't as inviting.
it wasn't as inviting. Yeah, I guess that's a better,
For you, anyways.
Yeah, at least for me, it didn't feel as inviting. I didn't feel the connection with those people as much as I did in the anime fighting game. And again, it might have been. I do think it might have been the fact that maybe I was alone, so I kind of forced myself to do it a bit more.
Well, I mean, you never know.
And in Smash, I had like a group of friends that I went with, so like we could stay in a group and it would be like fine.
Like earlier, you were saying like it was kind of like a clique, right?
Yeah.
You had groups within the group, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was more segregated in that way.
Yeah.
Because like you mentioned, a turning point for your life in general was, at any repo when you're
when
entering.
I'm reaching out, just meeting new people.
Yeah. No, I'm just kind of curious. Like, do you remember who you played in that tournament?
Yes, I do. I played Deb.
Uh-huh.
I played Kairos.
Okay.
I played someone I'm very sorry, but I do not remember his name.
Do they come out anymore?
They do not come out, but I played him. I actually met him again at the Winter Annual, and I played him in bracket again.
Yeah. Okay, so he only comes up to.
I think he just plays at Annual.
Oh. Okay.
But I actually don't know his name, and I played against a Kokono we played. I've never seen again.
Oh.
I do remember that day. That day was a huge day for me. So I remember that day. I remember who I played that day too.
Shout outs to the winner of that tournament.
Kairos.
No, the more recent one. Obviously Kairos is there.
Oh, for the summer one.
Yeah.
Wait. For the winter one on Neko.
Yeah, it was Sebastian, right?
Yeah.
Crazy guy.
Yeah.
I like his style. I like him.
Crazy play style.
Yeah, that's all I can say at least. Hopefully we can talk to him one day on this. If he hears this. Yeah, cause so your play style. You said you learned a lot from Kairos?
So my play style has been very
snake-like.
Yeah. I really tried to base my play style on Kairos.
Mm-hmm.
Although he plays Hazma a little bit differently than I've seen other Hazma players it, but he gave me a good point. I mean, he's best in North America for a reason, right? So he's doing something more right than the rest of them.
More right. Writer,
yeah. But yeah, no. So I really tried to mimic his style, but I also want to be distinguishable, I guess.
So how do you go about that? Like, do you put in time into making your own combos, pressures, like approaches, or just like style?
Generally, what Kairos does seems, or at least to me, from what I've seen, is that it seems to be very optimal. Besides, like, more optimability that you see in some Japanese.
The guy does not leave gaps at all.
Yeah, so
it was insane.
Although his neutral game as a Hazma player is a little bit weaker than another Hazma player I know. But he way makes it up for it because of his pressure game and his combo.
And that's unique to his style.
Yeah, right? And that's unique to his style. So I think the big thing that I really wanted to work on, especially in my Hazma, was working my neutral game. But having the optimal combos that I could pull Kairos and stuff like that. But I was like, Kairos still has a way better neutral game than me. Like now,
you think so?
Yeah, I still think so. I think it's a way better neutral game. He understands the game way more than me.
You've been playing it for quite a while.
I do not compare to him at all, but
well, I mean, when I play you, it's like your style is also unique to you because you're probably one of the people I know who just like overdrives in neutral. Like, I was like, what is this guy doing? That's just like, but you make it work. Which is like,
kind of. Well, I've been blowing up for it.
Maybe not all the time, but it is very. I've never seen that. I was like, what the heck?
Because I mean, I want to have my own style, but I also want to make sure that I can make it work. And I feel like I haven't played the game enough to know really how to really like build my own style. Like, I understand
less than a year. That's crazy.
I feel like I understand the game okay, but then I don't think I'm good enough to really understand things.
Like a mastery of it.
Yeah, or I don't think I understand Hazama enough to be like, okay, like this theoretically works. I can't think of that stuff in my head at least now. So a lot of my stuff I'm just trying to base off Kairos right now, and maybe as time goes on, I can try to like.
I mean, you think about it, the character is like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
Right. And it might not sound weird, but like you've been playing for less than a year.
Yeah.
You play amazingly now, and like to hear you say that you feel like you haven't even like mastered.
No,
the
I don't think I've
character.
grazed the character.
Isn't that weird though? It's like this is like character in a game
Yeah.
that you've played for like about quite a bit now, right? Like maybe
We'll
8 months?
hit my year anniversary in August or June.
Okay, so let's say about
Somewhere
like
July.
maybe half a year,
Yeah.
and that you feel you haven't mastered
No,
in
I
a
don't
game.
think I'm close.
That's
No, I don't think I'm close.
6 months, not even close to
I
mastering
don't
a
think I'm
single
close.
character in a game.
No.
Compare that to other games. Okay.
Yep.
Let's talk about. I don't want to really, dump on any particular game in particular or any genre, but let's say something like an RTS. Have you played RTS?
You're gonna have to explain it a little bit. It sounds familiar, but I can't exactly.
Real-time strategy?
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's weird. Like you know what they are, right?
I know what they are.
You know what StarCraft and Warcraft
Yes,
are,
yes.
right?
No, I just thought like my mind
Age
blanked
of
out for
Empires
the
2?
my mind blanked out for like what that meant.
Yeah. So in my opinion, RTS is kind of, for lack of a better term, died because of a certain other genre
fair
of
enough.
game that spawned off of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you're familiar. League of Legends, Dota,
Yeah.
Heroes of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong; these are all great games in their regard, right? They people love them. They're one of probably the biggest games out there, like the MOBA genre.
Yep.
The what was it? Multiplayer Online Battle Arena. I guess that's
I
what
just call
MOBA
it
is.
MOBA.
Okay, well, yeah.
I don't know what it stands for.
Yeah. Anyways, so you compare a character in a MOBA game. You played League of Legends before?
Yep.
Okay. Let's take, for example, I don't know, Teemo.
Sure.
Okay. How long do you think it'll take to master Teemo? Now keep in mind this is a different dynamic.
Yeah,
You're playing
yeah.
5-on-5.
Yeah.
Okay. There's plenty of depth in a MOBA game, especially League of Legends and Dota, where you have builds.
Here's a difference that I wanna point out though. That you don't. I'm almost sure, unless maybe some characters exception, I'm almost sure that not many people in League of Legends will ever go into a solo custom one-on-one game to test the
No, it is a completely different dynamic.
That's the thing. So I think most of the experience would come from matches, like just real-time matches.
Yes, for sure. Because in terms of the MOBA genre, I mean, solo RTS is a completely different strategy, different beast. Because there's but like going back to MOBA, you have like, let's say at most 8 buttons.
Yeah.
Right. You have a right click and left click, your skills, whatever. There is an element of execution in terms of like skill shots.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta aim and move and predict your opponent, right?
Yeah.
There is that element, right? The skill set is completely different from fighting games, right?
Definitely.
In my personal opinion, I feel that I could just pick up and play a character in a MOBA game faster than I can, and do relatively competent than I can in like a fighting game.
Yes, I agree. I actually, pointing out on that one, I've had a huge different experience when picking up games, because I've had played League of Legends for a couple of years, but I stopped recently. But I have played League of Legends for a couple of years, and I found myself being able to watch videos and be like, okay, and then buy the character that day, go in the game, and do what they do what I saw, and I don't get that same feeling in fighting games.
No, it could take years to master a character.
No, it's like I can see the bunch of stuff and I don't know what's happening on my screen. Like I could watch Housemarque videos now and still not know what's happening. On my
And you
screen.
play the character.
And I play the character, right?
Right.
And it's just that's what I think the huge difference was for me for that one. And it was just noticing that you have to actually put more time than just playing the game into the character.
Okay, so that's the thing, time allocation. So you get more out of playing the character in a MOBA game than you would in a fighting game, because you also need the training mode in fighting games, would you say?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, obviously, a team-based 5v5 MOBA game has its own depth, and it has teamwork. It has a teamwork element, right?
Yes,
It's
definitely.
got the,
I'm not discrediting the skill level.
No, of course not. This is just like when you're comparing like elements of a game, right? Because like the mastery, let's say like for example, take the best Teemo player in the world. Probably played like thousands of hours of Teemo, right? When compared to like, I mean, he probably, I mean, you don't have to know, spent more time in game then, because like what would you do in a training mode
Yeah,
in like
exactly.
a mobile game?
Exactly, right.
Like it's
I
like
agree. I
yeah,
agree.
there's no reason to unless you want to practice skill shots or whatever, right? And even then, you can never account for like
I mean, even then, I feel like it's not really practicing the character, just knowing
how the game works,
how the game
how
works,
things
yeah.
move and stuff, right? And so when you're playing a 2D fighter, right, it's almost like not only is it like you have to play your own character, you have to have knowledge of your opponent, of your opponent's character, and your opponent themselves, right?
Yeah.
Because if I play you, or if I play Kairos, if I play any other snake from my home country, they're all so different, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you try A, B, and C against Jared, you try A, B, and C against Light,
Die.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, depending. I don't know. Who knows what A, B, and C is, but you can't approach the same situation the same way you would each time, right?
Yeah.
Because of the player themselves. So, what I'm getting at is like, when you play a MOBA game, the framework is set up that it's objective based usually, right? The objective is to crush your opponent's
Whatever nexus. Or
leader, whatever it is, right? Core. And through these means, you can do so by felling your opponents, capturing objectives. There's many ways of scaling progress in a MOBA game, right? Whereas in a 2D fighter, it's mainly like, are you dead or is he dead? That's really how you
Actually,
determine.
I want to add on to something like that.
Sure.
If you don't mind.
Yeah,
But
no, I do mind. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Yeah.
What I've noticed from MOBAs especially is that what scared me at least from playing it is that the people that it's so easy to blame your team for that. So sometimes
Because there is a team dynamic.
Because there's a team, exactly. So people don't progress as much, I find, because of that reason. And also the other thing.
So taking responsibility on your
Yes.
on your own.
Yeah. And the other thing I've noticed is that you could have all the tech skill in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I feel like in a MOBA, you could have all the tech skill in the world, but still die to another player that's worse than you if he has better items than you.
Again, that's also, I would say, almost attributed to team progress, right?
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say is that it's not like you said earlier. There's no reason to go into training mode because if you just have the advantage,
that situation can
have the advantage.
Like you might be like a mechanic.
I mean, like I'm not gonna say like, oh, they didn't work to get to where they were to get all the items over the other guy.
Of course not.
But like like you said,
there's more variables.
There's no reason to
go.
There's no reason to be in having training mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason because it's really hard. I mean, like I'm not gonna say that it's impossible to outplay players with way better stuff, but like you're sitting on like the edge there, right? You're on a completely different level against someone. You're fighting someone that this is better stuff than you.
And this is like the MOBA genre. It's kind of how the game is built around.
Yes, exactly, right?
And that's fine, right? I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, like I was saying, there's ways to see visual progress. Like let's say you have more gold, more kills, or whatever. It's like it's kind of like what the conversation we had with a couple nights ago with Jive Turkey, Steve. It's like he always like argues that there's no instant gratification when it comes to playing fighting games. Like you're going to get beat down a lot.
Yeah.
You're going to keep losing, but if you keep at it and you find ways to progress, then you will get better.
Yeah.
Right. And that's another thing that shouldn't really. I mean, yeah, you have to put in the time. No questions there. Right. You have to put in time. You have to fight people. You have to make some kind of. If you want to be better, you got to put in the time. Now I'm not saying that like in shooters or in MOBA this not a thing.
No, you also put in time for those too. It's just
different levels of gratification that come from playing the game. The message is things take time. Some things take more time than others.
It's just I think the biggest thing that really helped me actually having Kairos there as a teacher is knowing where to spend that time.
And this is another thing is that having a teacher is that you have to be open, to advice and critique. Yeah. Right.
But what has really taught me is that he told me things to work on. Like, it wasn't like like in MOBAs, right? It's like, oh, I gotta work on this character. Like where are you gonna spend that time? Are you gonna spend the time,
like new what's it called denying creeps or
Yeah,
whatever.
or like let's say you need to practice your mid lane or something. Like,
Mm.
are you gonna just dodge the game if you don't get mid lane? That's like for an example, right?
How does the situation
If
arise?
you want to practice it, or are you willing to just spend time working on another role? And that's what I've kind of noticed. It's
In your experience?
Yes, it's just knowing where to spend that time and whether or not you're gonna get it. And I mean, like you said, you said this earlier, and I know some people said this to me, where it's like, like, oh, you've only played for a year. How
are you playing so good?
I've spent, but people don't understand is that I've spent a lot of time behind the scenes just working,
just grinding
it out, and like, sure,
and it shows.
Sure, okay, like maybe I haven't played for a year, but I feel like it's because I allocated a bunch of time just to learn it, and there's been times when I didn't want to play. There's times I didn't want to play, but I just forced myself to, get the muscle memory, and maybe that's the point of games, maybe it's not the point of games, but
there's no real way.
Yeah,
right?
But I felt that was really the best for me.
And I would say it paid off pretty well. I mean, like, look at you now. Like, you're definitely one of the futures, like, hopefully future champion. I don't know. We'll see in a couple of years from now. You're still a young guy. I guess gonna start winding down soon. Is there anything else you want to plug?
No.
Fire Emblem Heroes?
No, I'm
You're really into that?
I love Fire Emblem Heroes because I love Fire Emblem.
Fire
Emblem Heroes as a whole.
That series is actually older than you are.
Yeah, that series is so old.
It's actually older than me too, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
It's really cool though. Really, really cool in my opinion. But I mean,
it's the only cell phone game you play.
It's the only cell phone. I actually hate mobile games.
Oh, okay. But except for this one.
I play it because I like Fire Emblem.
Fair enough. Any other games you play?
No, don't talk about it.
Oh, music?
Yeah. So, well, I'm not gonna plug anything now, but I mean,
that could be for the next time.
That could be for another time, but yeah, I've worked on my own songs.
Oh, you really?
And I've helped produce a soundtrack and market a game that I helped make in high school.
No way.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't even have the plug for it.
Okay.
I don't even have the plug for it, but
I mean, if
you guys ever want to listen to music from me, then I have made a game. Help make a game.
Okay. I guess I can put that in some description or link later. No. Okay, you don't even know where.
I don't even know where it is. It's been a while.
Is it even on the internet?
I'm a little embarrassed about it.
Oh,
I mean,
hey man, it's part of you.
Yeah, it was the first time I ever did something like that, so I guess it was really cool.
Okay, but composing was a thing for you.
Composing is a thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
time has been annoying, and I haven't had too much time to really compose.
I mean, the piano and
I don't even have. Yeah, I would love a piano in my dorm, but I do not have.
Yeah. So I mean, clearly there's more to Wongtime than meets the eye. And
for now.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see if my music just gets consumed.
But for now, it's just school, fighting. That's about it for you.
That's about it.
Okay.
That's about for me.
Where can I find you on social media?
So you can follow me on Twitter at @TheRealWongtime.
@TheRealWongtime.
@TheRealWongtime. You can follow me there. I'm pretty active on Discord as well. I don't know how to get to it. I don't know
how I'd plug that either.
I don't know how you plug it either. But if you ever
leave comments on my Twitter, which I'll create soon.
If you ever see me on any Discord server and you want to message me, feel free to. I'm very open to answering any things. So
yeah, and come up to UBC Weekly.
Yes, come up for UBC. Come up for Vancouver Street Battle if you're in the area. It's a great time. Come say hi.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wongtime.
Yeah. No problem. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do this more often. Have you on for more episodes.
Sure.
Start some drama.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Gonna call some people out.
Yeah, I probably will. Okay. Thanks a lot, Wongtime. Yep. This is Reno P signing out. Thanks so much.